Hi guys, welcome back to Pattern Time. Thanks for tuning in again to another one of our videos. As you can see from the title, we're going to be reviewing Kung Fu Panda 4 today. Let's get straight into it, really.
Yeah.
So, it was a good movie. I was not expecting it to be good at all. I thought it was going to be rubbish, especially because Kung Fu Panda 3 was the weakest. So, I was not expecting what we got from this movie, but we're going to dissect it a little bit. I'll start with, I think the main thing for me, even though I feel like it picked up towards the end, was probably Awkwafina as the voice actor
in the biggest down part.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
why don't we recap it first?
Oh, okay. Obviously, we know Po to be the Dragon Warrior from Kung Fu Panda 1 to 3. So at the start of this movie, he was still the Dragon Warrior, but he was, Shifu came to him and said, okay, it's time for you to pass on the baton, basically. And he was refusing. He was like, no, like, you know, what am I if I'm not the Dragon Warrior?
Yeah.
This villain now comes onto the scene, and he needs somebody knows where she is and can track her down. So he gets an accomplice.
Because she was trying to steal from him.
Yeah.
And she was the only one who knew
where
Chameleon was.
Yeah, where Chameleon was, yeah. So they went on a journey and found Chameleon, and then at the end of it, we find out that she was working for Chameleon. So she betrays Po. But in the end she goes back onto his side because she was groomed by Chameleon. But obviously once she met Po, they developed a relationship and got on side. So in the end now, Po passes on the baton to her as the new Dragon Warrior. And he now becomes a master. I'm sure they called it something.
Basically, whatever Uguay's role was. That's
spiritual leader.
Yeah, that's what he is now.
Yeah, so he's now spiritual leader.
Yeah.
I mean that's a basic like a brief recap of that. We're going to put the name of the fox on the screen because I've completely forgotten her name.
Of the
Awkwafina's character.
I can't remember right now.
So now that we've done a recap. So with Awkwafina, right, she comes from, well, the first time we heard of her was from Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
She played a big part in that movie. And from there, she got, if you've seen our Little Mermaid review, she played Scuttle in the Little Mermaid live action. And so it seems like from Shang-Chi, she was getting roles.
Yeah.
So she got Little Mermaid and she got this one, Kung Fu Panda. Yeah. So, like I said, I can't remember her name. We'll put it on the screen.
Yeah.
But, so with Awkwafina, at first, when the movie started, I was like, yeah, her voice is not suiting this kind of movie.
It wasn't.
And it's not suiting the character.
No.
But I think towards the end, though, I stopped focusing on that. Maybe it was because it was a good movie.
That's because of the story, yeah. But I agree, it didn't suit her.
No, I don't think so.
And it's a case of she's obviously not a voice-over actor. She's not a voice actor. It's a case of she's got lines and she's just reading it. There's no effect in her voice. There's no change. So she sounds how she sounded in Shang-Chi. She sounds how she sounded as Scuttle. You can tell she's not a voice actor, and that's why it wasn't matching and it sounded off. Yeah,
to be honest, and I'm not gonna lie. As Scuttle, she was really annoying.
She was bad as Scuttle. I mean, Scuttle was a male.
Yeah, I mean, as the fox, she was like compared to how she was a Scuttle. She was annoying as Scuttle.
Yeah,
and like you said, Scuttle's a male.
Yeah,
he's not a female.
No, he's not.
So already that was no.
She did better in this, but
still,
she did. It didn't match.
She did, but that's what I would say. I don't really know if I have any real downsides to the movie. The movie was good. The story was good. Obviously, first impressions before we even saw the movie was like, okay, why is there a new Dragon Warrior? Who cares?
Yes.
And at first, when they were doing the Dragon Warrior ceremony, I was like, ugh, are they really going to do it the same way Po was anointed?
Yeah, with the finger.
But they didn't. Dumb. So that was good. It was good. Okay, no. If the Furious 5 were in it would have been better.
Way better.
I know that there was a lot of people saying things about this movie. It was rubbish, there's no Furious 5 and whatever. But I think if you really gave it a chance, the movie was actually good.
It was.
And you didn't even notice that the Furious 5 weren't in it.
Yeah, because that just wasn't the focus of it. He's got a new role now, so he's moving away from it and he's upgrading kind of almost. So yeah, but like you said, it was good. I did like the villain choice.
The villain
I think
was really
she did
good.
Very well, Chameleon.
That was
really good. That was an interesting take on it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
especially compared to Chameleon was a good villain. Would I say? I mean, she in my opinion, she was better than Kung Fu Panda 3's villain.
Absolutely.
Because that movie was just it was borderline trash.
Yeah.
Compared to Tai Lung and Shen, yeah, she probably does not come close.
No.
Especially Shen.
Yeah, because he was really good.
Oh, he was so good.
And I think with her, the character development was good, I guess. At first, it was just a case of her asserting her dominance and her power.
Yeah.
But to be honest, she couldn't really do anything apart from morph into like different type of animals. It was only when
until she stole
towards the end, exactly, she took his staff.
Yeah.
To then bring other villains and other bad people from the spirit realm to then take their fighting style, because she said everything she mastered apart from Kung Fu.
Yeah.
And so she took it from his past villains and the people he's faced before.
Yeah.
That's when she got good, because she took all of their style, like Tai Lung and Shen and Kai. Yeah. And then, but for one I didn't realize is how on earth did she take pose? Because she didn't, I don't remember her using that thing on her. So when Po fought himself as Chameleon, how did she take his style?
Right.
Because she didn't use the stuff on him.
Okay.
So I was just doesn't really make sense how she's able to do that, but she probably used their styles, but exactly. But it didn't look like that. It looked as if she was fighting like Po. But how did you do that?
Yeah.
But yeah, that bit was sick though when she took their Kung Fu and then did her fighting. Yeah.
Once she took the Kung Fu, she was broken.
Yeah.
Before that, it was like, okay, this is an interesting villain. But once she had the shape-shifting and then she had the Kung Fu, she was broken.
She was. And that was good, I guess.
It was really good.
And then in terms of that, though, I feel like the way she got beat, though, was slightly too easy.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Because, obviously, the way she was fighting them and whatnot, it was good. And then, out of nowhere, a case of them tricking her. And then she was just beat just like that. Because she was coming up behind Po. Next thing you know, boom, and done. And when I was watching, I was thinking, if you could have just done that, why didn't you just do it from the beginning? I don't understand.
And I think introducing like Awkwafina's character, sorry guys, I don't remember her name, but introducing her character to that fight was pointless. Exactly. Please sit down.
Exactly.
I don't know what you're doing against this woman, but you're not as good as Po, so you might as well just sit down.
Exactly. And they knew that because the one bit they did, it was the move that he taught her.
Yeah, so that bit was... I don't think she needed to be in that fight.
She didn't.
Now, the thing is with Po, right, the thing I've noticed about the Kung Fu Panda storylines and the way they've made Po, they've made him to be like... They always want him to be increasing. But if we think about it realistically and if we think about it logically, Po should have never even made Dragon Warrior.
No, obviously not.
If we go back to number 1, Po shouldn't have beat Tai Lung.
No.
Because the way he beat Tai Lung wasn't even with Kung Fu.
No, it was the move, the wushy figure hold.
No, that's the way he ended the fight.
Oh, right, okay.
But during the fight, he was using his weight.
Oh, yeah, that
was
He was
not using Kung Fu.
Yeah.
And you're fighting Tai Lung, who was trained by Shifu, and Shifu was trained by Master Oogway.
He was trained to be a Dragon Warrior.
Po shouldn't have won it. So then obviously we get to number 2 now. And even in number 2, Po's good, but he's not as good as Tigress.
Oh, no way.
But you're the Dragon Warrior.
Yeah.
But then, to now make him look better than Tigress, you've now given him inner peace. You see the pattern?
Yeah.
You've now given him inner peace.
Yeah.
So now by the time we get to Kung Fu Panda 3, he's much better than the Furious 5. But before then he wasn't.
No.
Then in Kung Fu Panda 3, you give him Chi.
Yes, Chi.
All the pandas, Pen, everybody.
Yeah.
You give him Chi now.
They're giving him substitutes because he doesn't have anything as a foundation.
Yeah, you're finding a way to make sure he's the most powerful.
Yeah.
But even number 3, he didn't beat Kai with his own power.
No, he didn't.
He beat it with everybody's power.
Yep.
So, and now with number 4, you've now made him spiritual leader.
Yeah.
It's like, nah.
Yeah, they're
it's
trying.
Not like, they're really trying. They want Po to be the strongest. I understand why, but the way it kind of happened from number 1 to now is like, he should have never been the strongest.
No.
Now you're trying to say he can stand against Master Oogway.
Yeah, no.
Master Oogway showed more than you. Shifu has shown more than you.
Yeah.
So anyway, but that's something I don't really like about the Kung Fu Panda storyline.
It's not realistic.
They're good movies, but the way they've done Po, I just because it shouldn't have been him.
No, it shouldn't have been him.
But
and
anyway.
Tigress is way better.
Yeah, the movie was really good. Yeah. And in terms of like, because obviously there's 4 now, it was probably the 3rd best. Kung Fu Panda 3 being the weakest. Absolutely the weakest.
Yeah. I would say the 3rd, because I wouldn't say that was better than 1 or 2.
No, it couldn't have. Yeah,
I wouldn't say that.
It couldn't have been.
Yeah, but it wasn't rubbish.
Yeah,
especially compared to number 3.
It was good. I enjoyed it, and there was there was good humor in it as well. I was laughing. So yeah, let's rate it. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know. I would say.
I would give it. I would
7.
I would give it a solid 7.
Yeah, 7.
I would give it a solid 7. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
But I would say that there doesn't need to be another one. I don't know if there's any talks of a number 5, but there doesn't need to be another one, especially because if there is, we technically shouldn't have Poe in it. You've given the baton off, so there really shouldn't be a number 5. And then, because it still has to be called Kung Fu Panda, which means Poe needs to be in it, but then it wouldn't make sense for him to be in it.
Yeah, there wouldn't.
He's given the baton off. He's now the spiritual leader.
Yeah.
So I hope there's not another one.
It wouldn't make sense for there to be a 5th one. He would have to play the same role as Master Oogway.
Yeah.
Well, then surely if there's a new Dragon Warrior, then there should be a new set of the Furious 5.
Yeah. It's not Kung Fu Panda anymore.
Yeah. There doesn't need to be another one.
No.
And obviously, touching on the Furious 5, so they came in for the end of the movie. And they technically didn't come in for the end of the movie because they came in for the credits.
Yes.
And during the credits, they were having a Kung Fu session with the new Dragon Warrior.
Yeah, training, going through that whole process that Poe went through.
Yeah.
In number 1.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a downside, but like I said, the movie, because of the way they did it, it didn't really need the Furious 5.
No, it didn't. It was good.
I don't think it took anything away from it.
No.
Yeah. But anyway, that's our review of the movie. If you guys enjoyed the review, please like, comment and subscribe. Support the family, support the channel. Yeah, tell us what you think in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And yeah, we'll see you in our next video. Pattern time out.